This Palestinian man filmed lying on the ground is wounded. But that doesn't stop this Israeli soldier from shooting him in the head. Sergeant Elor Azaria was convicted of manslaughter for the killing of Abdel Fattah al-Sharif 2 years ago. Just minutes before he was killed, Sharif had been shot and disarmed. He was accused of stabbing an Israeli soldier in the occupied West Bank city of Hebron. Sharif's killing was filmed by the Israeli human rights group B'Tselem, something that probably wouldn't have happened under a proposed bill. That bill would ban anyone filming Israeli soldiers. The draft legislation says anyone caught photographing, filming or recording Israeli soldiers on duty to damage their spirit could be jailed for 5 years. And if the intention is to harm Israel's national security, the sentence will be raised to 10 years. The bill has already passed the initial stage in Israel's parliament, the Knesset, but there's been an intense backlash.
The question for Israeli officials is quite simple. If they consider their army to be the most moral in the world, why are they afraid of a degree of scrutiny over the army's tactics in the West Bank and in Gaza? The answer is quite clear.
The last few months have been seen as especially damaging for Israel. During the Great March of Return protests in Gaza, at least 131 Palestinians were killed by Israeli forces, including 15 children. Israeli snipers also shot dead 2 journalists reporting on the rallies. Many of the killings were filmed by activists. The bill specifically mentions the Israeli human rights group B'Tselem as being anti-Israeli and pro-Palestinian. The NGO hands out cameras to volunteers who film Israeli soldiers and their interactions with Palestinians.
I began to notice that when the army and settlers saw someone filming, there would be fewer assaults. There would become less violence.
Critics say the law would give Israeli soldiers a free hand to abuse Palestinians without the fear of any consequences.
This bill is not only draconian, I think it's also exceptionally stupid in the sense that, we live in 2018. Any person with a cell phone is now an activist, a journalist. Does the government really think that Palestinians that live under this regime will stop taking pictures?
So is the bill justified to stop activists from obstructing Israel's military? Or is it a way to end Israeli soldiers from being held to account? Hyder Abbasi, The Newsmakers.